me, have you lost your path? Simply choose a direction and ambulate until you strike the shore. Once there, well, perhaps you should keep walking on that course. Hold your breath, and surely you will overcome the death fog's miasma.
just when I think this land... Still, at least this is an interest...
The tree's spirit embraces its putrid host, an elven ancestor lost to the same demonic disease that infests all of Blood Moon Island.
Qui manducad omnio myrtus acts, it quod potest etse.
Your hand passes through the spirit to rest against the corrupted ancestor. It is rough to the touch, save the pustules dotted across the bark. Yet there is nothing to divine but rough bark and swollen pustules. You cannot say which elf spirit inhabits this tree, or how it came to suffer its second death.
Nin ect mehi, elgo pertidi ex ombre en mihre.
bolt looks unfinished. Was it never used?
A war owl swoops down from the sky and delivers a message for the Red Prince. Red Prince, I am the one who has been hunting you, but you cling to life all too tenaciously. We must speak of the reason for your expulsion from the ancient empire, and we must speak of the Red Princess. Find me on the Nameless Isle at the Temple of Zor Stissa. In the presence of the goddess, let war and shadow meet.
A word, if I may? I know you're anxious to leave for the Nameless Isle, but I can feel I have unfinished business here. The Red Princess, the secret of my soul. I can tell she's near. It would be remiss of us not to try and find her.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll...
spotted something.
Extra help in a fight. I'll guarantee you that.
Volumes, a trove of history and knowledge. What's this? I found something.
Feel my source power draining at the merest touch. Tenebrium is truly a material of the void.
The transparent artifact glimmers of its own accord, as if conducting light from another world, another plane of living. As your hand nears it, it shivers and speaks. You listen closely, but while you think you've heard similar utterances in the past, you cannot make sense of its words.
nan folan revel. Amadio Veluccio di Amederita Temorius.
The hilt of a blade, I do believe, but clearly no ordinary blade.
It piredit tu tiraka que chilum sin. Iratu besekron.
A moment passes, then you feel it. Clarity.
You speak my name. You know my torture. Please, don't judge me for the sickness my roots have spread. I can be free. My soul cleansed. The demon has gone, but I am still its slave. While it lives, I am bound by its shackles to this humble plane. Yet you awakened me from nightmare with a single utterance, my name, and I'm grateful for that. How amazing that a name can wield so much power. Remember this lesson when you leave Blood Moon Island. The demon blackens another land now. It possesses the very doctor that liberated it. Speak its name, however, and you expose it. You weaken it. You'll know him when you find him. A doctor that accommodates a demon doesn't see patients, only victims. Destroy it, and you free me to the Hall of Echoes. Destroy it, and my roots taint this isle no longer. Now come closer. I'll say the demon's name only once.
The spirit's voice is a harsh whisper.
Adramalik. Naivety, stupidity, call it what you want. I wished to put the source within me to good use, and demonology seemed as good a use as any. Silly me. I meant to summon an imp or two. Instead, I ended up hosting a damned archdemon. The roaring in my head, the craving for living flesh, urges, good gods, the urges to kill, to hurt. The stronger they became, the harder I fought. And at some point, I was just gone. Deadened, but not dead. And then, awake, on an isle I'd never been, encircled by faces I'd never seen, watched by a man I'd never known. They called him Doctor. He shouted strange words, and the demon bellowed. Then, one by one, they fell. I watched my own hands slaughter them. I tried to resist, but I couldn't. And then a final roar, when the demon rushed away and into the only one still standing. The doctor. That was my last living memory. The demon may be gone, but its disease still infects my roots, birthing evil into the surrounding soil. While it lives, I am still its rotting servant. I've suffered. The Isle has suffered, but you can end it.
How fares the hunt, my friend?
He smiles brightly and pulls you in for a short, if warm, embrace.
Most excellent, Losa. Most excellent. I know how twisted the paths can get. How much more alluring the sunny glade than the rock-strewn hollows. But you know it's the darkest roads that lead to light. It will be my honor to teach you. The nature of my lesson, though, might be somewhat different from what you expect. I can deepen your bond with the Source, but you must realize that this bond comes at a cost. All life, after all, sustains itself by consumption. Like the grass feeds the herd, and the herd feeds the hunter, so you must feed, for instance, on...
He waves a hand to the cage in demonstration.
Don't worry, Losa. Do you really think I would add to the burden you bear? What I will teach you will rend them, so that in time, I hope, you may rend the one within. Through demise, a chance of divinity. Are you ready? Then let us begin.
Jahan's incantations befog your mind. All of you is thumping blood, pumping, pumping, pumping. Then, all you hear, then all that is screaming. From the cage to you, their blood in your ears, screaming. Silence.
That is all. Their suns have set to serve a greater dawn. The world awaits your true awakening. You are very powerful already, a master of the Source. But I did not let this burst of power go to waste. It lies condensed on parchment for you to read and learn.
He hands you a book, hot to the touch, a sparkle with Source.
My pleasure. And so we come to the second part of the plan. Follow through, and I will endeavor what you desire most. The exorcism of your demon. You see, the demon that you killed, the Advocate, he had a master. You might say the Advocate compared to his master, like the pussycat compares to the tiger. It is the tiger I am truly hunting. The self-same tiger, I suspect, that has been haunting you, Losa. Now, don't you worry. I have no intention of sending you after this archdemon. There are few enough God-woken as it stands for me to force them into any real danger. The one thing I would like you to do for me, though, is to return through the mist to the Isle of Blood and uncover there his name.
Jahan looks at you utterly flabbergasted, but soon an air of serenity descends upon him, that of a chess player overlooking the board.
Adramalik. You have to admire his cunning. To think that in his guise of Deva, he and I shared the finest wines in the realm. Stories of the women we have loved. Thank you, Losa. You have done me an unparalleled service, and you've quite humbled me at the same time. The time has come for us to invoke the demon, lure him out of his cave with his name. Adramalik. Adramalik. Adramalik.
A wave of rage washes over you as Jahan speaks the creature's name. The demon heard him. He heard him, and he's furious.
There is great power in names. Just like Source is the language of creation, a demon's true name is the core of its existence. It's be-all or end-all. His end-all will be your be-all. For you are Losa, not Adramalik. You are Losa. Are you ready? Then close your eyes and do as I do.
Your hand still in his, Jahan begins to inhale slowly, deeply, then exhales audibly through his mouth. As you breathe in rhythmic synchronization, he begins to hum a low, rumbling note. You hum in unison. Your voices blend, become one with the breath of the forest. Then, suddenly something coils within your chest, and a shout lacerates this brief moment of serenity.
Quiet! Adramalik!
Your right arm suddenly falls from your body, or it feels like it does. You have no control over it, nor does it hang at your side. You know what you must do. Choke this man who stands before you. Squeeze the life from him. Jahan steps away as you lunge for him. You stumble and turn towards him again, eager to tear him apart.
Adramalik! Thousand-named nemesis, Lord of Soot, come shake black hands with me. Leave her, leave her, come play with me.
Your stomach churns, your mind goes numb. This is the end, this is the...
Listen to me, demon. I know why you chose her. I know what it is you fear the most, and therefore desire the most. But I'll not let her serve you any longer. You will crawl back to the pit that spawned you. Mashtun apathan shdanelu, Kaumel saravel, Damarael Saravel.
He places a palm on your forehead. It burns. He presses his palm harder against your head. You're immobilized. You're in pain.
Kaumel Saravel, Damarael Saravel. Mashtu, Shtanelu.
You're shrinking back to the safe and the dark, back behind where Losa lives, for now.
It's no use. It's too late. Losa? Losa, is it you?
You hear nothing but the slow, hard beating of your heart. Thud. The sound grows louder. Thud. Stronger. Thud. There you are. There you are.
Losa.
You feel something. A soft haze of light in the frigid dark.
Keep going, Losa.
The light draws you forward. If you can reach it, something will happen. You know something will happen if you can only reach it. Thud, thud, thud. Your heart beats faster. The light grows bright. You're nearly there.
Losa, he's behind you.
Something grabs onto your foot. Its grasp burns like white-hot fire. Bright light blinds you. There you are.
There you are.
He looks tired. His brow is wet with sweat.
You almost didn't make it. I failed you. He's not coiled around your heart. He has become your heart. Try as I might, he would not shift. I am truly sorry, Losa. But do not despair. I will not give up on you. We must simply take a darker path still. Confront Adramalik in his lair and deal with the demon face to face. You almost have to admire his cunning. To think that in his guise of Deva, he and I shared the finest wines in the realm. Stories of life and love. But now I know where he hides, afraid of his own name. To the city of Arx you must go. I will travel with you, if I may. I will meet you there and prepare for the coming battle. You'll yet be all, Losa.
buying or selling? Capits, good luck to you.